right now, fear and greed index is still very high, right? 18. Oh, someone asked John. I'm going to answer that question in a little bit about I Trust Capital because I did reach out to them as well. Fear index is still very high, right? I mean, very fearful. Even though it's climbed higher than the 8 and 9 that we have seen, but it's still very fearful. And I've been talking about how, you know what? When there's clumps of fear, that's usually when it's a good time to buy, good time to DCA. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that shares that sentiment. So here's one. You know, someone posted this on Twitter. You know what? You DCA in extreme fear. It may not work out every time, especially short term. But long term, that's when you want to do it. And then you take profits in extreme greed, right? That's how you do it. You could see back in 2018, 19, 20, there's been many extreme fearful times, and you could argue, well, you know, some of those times had you bought, you would have bought too high, and you could have waited for bottom and this and that. But the thing is, no one knows truly where bottom is. But one thing's for certain, when you buy at extreme fear levels, if you wait, things come back. And when things get extreme greedy, it always happens. That's when you take profits, right? So it didn't matter where you bought in 2018, 19, 20. Had you taken profits in 2021, any time when there was extreme greed, you would be up, right? And it's the same thing now. But if you're a long-term holder, you don't have to time it. You don't have to time anything. You just continue to hodl and DCA and then wait for the gains to come to you. It's really that simple when it comes to crypto. There's too many people that try to complicate it, try to tell you this and this and this, and this might happen before this happens. You know what? If you're a long-term investor, all you do is DCA along the way, right? So there you go. And then also, you know, there's many other things that's bullish. I've shown this before. If you're worried about inflation, and a lot of people will say, well, you know, what are you talking about? Bitcoin's not a good hedge against inflation. Look at last year, right? But there's always periods like that. But if you look at starting in 2011, you could have bought, you know, 100 million sats with one USD. Today, you could buy 4,900, right? So there's, of course, just like any chart, there's up and downs, but long term, inflation is losing against Bitcoin. Bitcoin is growing in value faster than the dollar can devalue. So think about that, right? So over a long haul, this is why Bitcoin wins, because the holders continue to stack sats, continue to hodl, and while the U.S. is debasing the USD, Bitcoin and sats get only stronger, right? If you are new to the space and you're looking to buy your very first Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other crypto, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on Best Crypto Exchanges. This will give you a list of all the major exchanges out there to choose from.